name is Vita Dima, and thank you for joining us in today's Sports Access, where we talk sports at Wesleyan. My guest today is volleyball outside hitter Nyia Anderson. Nyia, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure.
Well, we're grateful for your time today. Let's talk about what is foremost on everyone's mind, COVID-19. Can you give us an update on how your team has been handling COVID-19 during practice and games?
Yes, ma'am. First semester was definitely a struggle. We were quarantined and then back on the court, and then we had a game, and unfortunately we had to quarantine. We couldn't play our last game. It's been a rocky road for everybody, but this semester we really got it buckled down. We're having 2 games a week, 3 games a week. So we're just trying to keep our social lives limited and make sure we keep safety first in our minds.
And what challenges have you faced personally because of the pandemic?
I have felt some symptoms myself. Luckily, my test came negative, but we were back on the court in no time. We're just making sure everybody stays safe and away from other sports as well.
Well, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate the sacrifices that you're making as a representative of Texas Wesleyan. Thank you for taking that extra time out of your own social life so we can have you represent our university. So thank you for that. So let's talk about volleyball real quick. People hear the position outside hitter. What exactly is an outside hitter?
Okay, so outside hitter, we're known to, we get the ball in our hands when we put the ball away. We have to be vocal on the court at all times. It is hard coming in as a freshman with that leadership role, and the chemistry just have to be there with every person. You have to just move unison, and you have to play as one. And when you lock in as a player and just play all in with all your teammates, because it takes more than one person. In that outside hitter position, especially playing 6 rotations, you have to be locked in the game at all times.
That sounds pretty intense. Like,
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you have to do to prepare for that kind of role on the team?
Honestly, before every game, I just make accountable, measurable goals every time, just to make sure, ask myself personal questions like, am I being the best teammate I can be? Am I going for every ball? Am I giving 110% for me and my teammates at the same time? It's just a matter of holding yourself accountable and make sure you're doing the right thing at all times.
Totally. I thank you so much for that information. That sounds like it's very detailed, and you're always having to play on your feet.
Yes, always on our toes. Our team is just known to be resilient. We try to come back, fight with every game that we have. We just play together as one team. That's really all you can do.
And with the volleyball, you've been playing it for many years. So starting way back in the beginning, what inspired you to play volleyball in the first place?
Funny story, I actually came to a Texas West game when I was 13 years old. One of my cousins, Destiny, she played here a while back, and I looked at my mom and I was like, Mom, this is what I really wanted to do. And she was like, really? She's like, okay, well, and she put me in summer camps. I've been in summer camps since I was 13, and then played middle school, went to high school, and it just carried on from there. My friend, Emily, she keeps me on my toes, and everybody here is just we're all a family already.
That's pretty amazing. That sense of unity is really important for a team.
Yes, ma'am.
So with the volleyball in general, who have been some of your mentors that are in the game?
So when I first got recruited here, the coaches were very, I don't know the word, they were very on me about coming here, and just on about how they just make sure the whole team is, I don't know, I mean, unison. I talk about unison all the time. They just make sure everybody's on the same page. The coaches do a very good job of taking care of their players, for sure. And the players that help me take care of myself and keep me the player I am today is Emily Brooks, Malia Linton, and Andrea Malik. They're really good players, and they are really good friends. I'm glad they're in my life today.
Wow, what a dream team. That sounds amazing.
Yes.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, so please stay tuned.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
We're back here on Sports Access with our guest, Nyia Anderson. Nyia, why did you choose Texas Wesleyan as the university to continue your educational and athletic career?
When I first got recruited here, I was a junior and I didn't commit to my senior year. I just really wanted to find a place that I could go and continue my education as well as my volleyball career. My education, I am a biology and health science major, and I want to take that further. And they have an amazing master's program for family nurse practitioner here, which I really want to get into. And volleyball wise, I just wanted to find a team that played as a family and they, play for everybody and the person next to them as well as the coaches.
Right. And you were sort of inspired also at a young age by 13, right?
Right.
So it was sort of in the making. All right. So let's talk about some details about your past and your history in the sport, in the volleyball sport. In the first game of your college career against Arlington Baptist in September 2020, you headlined alongside Veronica Webb, being mentioned as one of the game's leaders, leading with 8 kills, 2 assists, and 2 digs. How did that feel? I mean, that being your first college match, what emotions were you feeling at that game?
I couldn't explain to you in a short amount of words. It was very, I was definitely nervous. When I was really excited, but I was definitely nervous. Just coming in as a freshman, I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to, I just didn't want to mess up. So with the seniors, they really just calmed me down, and as well as my roommate, they just all let me know, calm down, you got this. You played this game many times before, so it's really nothing.
Wow, that's inspiring. That's great. Did you do anything to prepare for the game, like any special rituals or anything like that? Was there anything that you did to help yourself get the energy to be able to do such an amazing job?
Yes, me and my roommate, Emily Brooks, we take time to ourselves and visualize what we want to happen in the game, try to manifest what we want to happen in the game. So I can just picture myself getting kills, picture myself getting digs and cheering on my teammates and that whole thing.
Very nice. That's very inspirational. So this month of February has been outstanding for you. On February 4th, you led both teams with a season high of 13 kills against Arlington Baptist. If you can have a greater season high than this season, what would it be like? What would it be for you?
What exactly do you mean? If I had a season high kills against a certain game?
What other thing could happen this season that would be as high of a peak as such an achievement?
Yes.
What else? What other good things could happen this season for you?
Most definitely just riding with my team to nationals and getting that ring. I don't know, just coming in as a freshman and having the seniors here and just wanting to play for the seniors to get that ring on their senior year is just one of my goals for them.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's take it back to your high school career at South Grand Prairie High School. During your time, you played on varsity during your sophomore, junior, and senior years. You played 92 sets and had 381 kills, a hitting percentage of .381, and 30 assists. You also received Player of the Match 6 times. I would say your your win leads you here to Wesleyan. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I would. Yes, it was definitely rough coming into high school. It's the same thing with college, but it's just college is a totally different level. It's faster play, faster ball. And I really feel like high school and especially club playing AAU outside of high school really prepared me for college ball.
were there any other transitional differences between high school and college volleyball?
Most definitely. The practices and the weight room, everything's definitely tougher. Your coaches are more on you because it seems like they wanted more for you. They're just really on everyone, and everyone has a job here. And, you just have to stick to what you know and do your best at all times.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We're going to take another quick break. Please stay tuned.
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
So Nyia, what does it mean? What does volleyball mean to you?
Volleyball, it's not a one-person sport. It takes 6 people, all people on the court. And when all 6 people aren't locked in at all times, then I feel like you can't win a game. It's all about chemistry and how you come out on the court, and how you start.
Very nice. Now, we've been spending all this time talking about volleyball, but let's get to know you real quick. Nyia, what are some of your hobbies outside of volleyball?
I love to hang out with my friends, even though that's very limited with COVID right now. I love to hang out with my friends, doing things with my mom, and just being around family at all times.
Very nice. Is your family close by, right? Since y'all are from the Prairie.
Yes, we are very 20 minutes away. I am the only child, so it's just me and my mom, but me and my mom's best friends do everything together.
That's very sweet. So switching back to volleyball, how far would you like your volleyball career to go?
That is a very good question. With COVID, we do get an extra year eligibility, and I would definitely take that extra year, especially because I want to go for my master's in family nurse practitioner. And I would love to be an RA in my 6th year. So, staying at Wesleyan is a big thing for me.
Very nice. And have you ever considered coaching volleyball after college?
Yes, I have. Actually, my old club, my AAU coach has asked me to come back and coach one of the younger teams. And I just love volleyball. I can see myself, staying in volleyball, whether if I'm still playing or if I'm coaching a younger team. I just love to see girls grow as people, because you just don't grow as a player playing volleyball.
All right, thank you so much. What are some of your goals for the future? You mentioned that you within Wesleyan want to be an RA, but beyond college, what are some of your life goals that you see for yourself?
After I received my bachelor's in biology and my associate's in nursing, and there's a lot of school in my master's in nurse practitioner. I want to eventually work with my mom until I can start my own practice eventually. I know it's a lot of work, but I know I can get there. And with a lot of hard work and dedication, then I know I can achieve anything.
Wow, that's wonderful. I wish you good luck on your volleyball adventure and your future endeavors. So Nyia, what legacy would you like to leave behind once you've graduated from Texas Wesleyan University?
Outside of all the volleyball awards, the MVP awards, the freshman of the year, I would like people to remember me and look at me as she really had resilience in the game. She was a very consistent player and person. She was a good friend. I just want people to remember me as the girl that never gave up. Very
nice. That's a lofty goal to have, and lots of other 13-year-old 7th graders out there are really going to look up to you and be inspired by you one day. So what would you say your life's motto is?
My life's motto is everything happens for a reason, and everything you do, put a reason behind it.
It's fantastic. Well, thank you, Nyia, so much for joining us today. And that's all. And it was nice to meet you and learn about your volleyball career thus far. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today's Sports Access. Do not forget to follow us on Facebook at The Rambler and Twitter and Instagram at The Rambler TWU. Thank you. Have a good day.
Rambler TV.